Okay, a little break. We got some fresh, delicious strawberries and blueberries. Because painting Tzeentch makes me hungry for red and blue. Speaking of red, now is when we're going to paint our Caribou crimson onto the cloak. I saved it for the end because you can really tell where the shadows are going to be and tie the orange into the red after all of the other highlighting and such has been done. If you work the other way, if you like to shade first and then work your way back up, that's another alternative, but this is the way that I like to do it, especially with a model like this for chaos. I mean, then you can just paint some of that on the front to give it some definition, and there you go. The last thing we're going to be doing is the highlighting and the arcane runes. Okay, so we're gonna need to get a brush with the fine tip, fine detail brush, and we're also gonna need to get two colors: rust gray and temple guard blue. And you can guess what we're doing next. We are going to work on making this guy's armor glow. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our rust gray and make sure we get a good focus and demonstrate how we're going to do it on the shield. Wipe off most of the paint so you've only got it on the edge, and we are going to paint on the outside. Basically what we're doing is we're giving everything on the model an outline, and it's okay if you make it big or if you mess up, because the great thing about it is that we're painting an outline for a model that is predominantly black, which means that we can repaint the black later. We're also going to be painting on the armor. We're going to start with the outline, then we're going to work our way up to the arcane sigils. Okay, look for all the areas on like the armor plates, all the hard edges that you can find. Okay, and for the helmet, we're going to stick to the eye vents, or if your guy has mouth vents, that too. I am not going to go back with Chaos Black. I'll do that later to fix and tidy up. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you how I did the arcane sigils and markings. I'm going to keep painting with my rust gray, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be following the lines and adding in my own artistic flourishes. For example, take a look at the shield, and let me show you what I'm going to do. Basically with Tzeentch, you want a lot of mesmerizing, eye-catching straight lines, and then geometric symbols like triangles and runes looking. So the more mesmerizing and confusing you can make it, the better. There are also curves. If you just think of like a U. I have to go back and fix that in a bit, but that's okay. Triangles, arrows. Ooh, this I'm gonna have to really go back and clean with my with my Chaos Black. That's the great thing about painting, though. I mean, I consider myself a decent painter, and look at how kind of sloppy I'm being right now. And in just a minute, when I go back with my Chaos Black, I'm gonna try to fix it as much as I can. So stick to the outlines that are already kind of in the shield, like this 8-pointed star, and then kind of add your own flourishes. You can also stick to the outline created by the shield, the outer rim of the shield. Basically, the sky is the limit. Remember, as Chaos, you want it to be as random looking and confusing as possible. And this paint is just not wanting to work with me tonight. Lots of crazy, strange arrows. Excuse me. Looks very Predator. You see the Predator in the movies, and he's got that thing on his gauntlet. The writing on the inside is kind of very crazy looking like that. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this with the rest of the model. Building up the graffiti and runes all over, and then in just a little while we'll come back and move on to the next section, which is highlighting, making them glow, and then cleaning them up. Okay, to clean up anything, you're going to use my Chaos Black, or if you have Abaddon Black, you're just going to take it and you're going to run it alongside any of the more messy or sloppy pieces, whatever you consider to be messy or sloppy. Some of them aren't even really that bad now that I'm looking at them, but if you want, you can clean them up. Just paint the Chaos Black by the outline, and when that sucker dries, you will have very clean looking rune on your hands, or hieroglyphics, or whatever you want to call this that we're doing. Just like that, okay? I decided while I was painting the armor just now that I think it would be cool to make it look like the armor of these Chaos Warriors is meant to look like a maze, like a rat maze or a maze for guinea pigs. Not really guinea pigs, I guess rat would be more appropriate. Caught like a rat in a maze. And so that really influenced how I drew it, and it turned out that it came out pretty well, I think. So let me show it to you. You just draw like a bunch of lines randomly on the armor, and before you know it, voila, you have a maze. Yeah, so check out the, it's kind of Tron-like too. Uh-oh, I don't know if I want to be copying Tron. Well, you can't really see it too much. But I think it kind of looks cool, kind of like that Rubik Cube. The Rubik things going on with the 40K, Thousand Suns Marines. Alright, so with Temple Guard Blue, all you're doing is really picking out the parts that you want to make glow. And you're just doing a very fine line inside them. You don't have to be on all of them. In fact, it's actually better if you really pick and choose where the glow happens. But like a good bet is always on pointed corners. Nice sharp points. Right. And there we've got our marine almost done. Now we're gonna just do some final highlights. Rack our flesh for the horns. This. I love how the sepia makes it look like ivory. The more you put, the more aged it looks. Okay. What else were we doing? We're also doing a dry brush of Gehenna's Gold on the chainmail. And what this does is the dry brush gives it a little bit of a very cool tinge of gold, while still showing the chainmail underneath. Okay. And there you have it. I believe that is all you really need to do. Let's take our Gehenna's Gold now and highlight up the chaos sign and all the other gold pieces. Yeah, so this gold is gonna end up looking really nice and bright. And there you have it. I'm gonna build the base, and we'll come back to wrap this puppy up. And we're done, players. Here are my two, so far, Warriors of Chaos with Marks of Tzeentch. The only thing I did different, which you might notice, is that I made the runes glow a little bit more. And all you do is simply take some ceramite white, or any of the other whites you have, like Pallid, Witch Flesh, or I think there's another white that is out there that exists. I can't find it off the top of my head, but the whites work really great when you paint them in between the lines of the what you've already done with the blues and the rust gray. So especially on the points, you can add on the points like you see with this guy here. But yeah, I love the fluff for these. I love the models. I love doing something different and not doing just a standard bolt gun metal and then blue glaze. I think these guys will stand out very nicely on the battlefield. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.